Hey everybody, it's Melanie, the Carnivore Queen. I wanted to do a video today on wash, rinse, and repeat. Why I eat the same thing every single day. And so I don't eat the exact same thing every single day, but I eat pretty darn close to it. And I just wanted to talk about how simple it is that I know exactly what I'm gonna eat, and I found that it's so much easier to maintain the carnivore diet when you're actually more restrictive with your eating plan. So instead of having a ton of variety, I only have a list of foods that I can pick from. And most people would think that that's terrible, but it's actually very freeing because it frees up more headspace for me to focus on other things. So I eat beef, butter, I eat shrimp, I eat eggs, and that's pretty much it. And an occasional little cup of coffee because I'm weaning off the coffee. And I cut chicken out because I was having skin inflammation, skin eruptions, tumid lupus. I was having dandruff because I was eating chicken, rotisserie chicken specifically from Sam's that contains a bunch of chemicals, and it was, it had like a rub on it or whatever. So I cut that out. I've also found that I don't like chicken. I just don't. I think I was eating it because it was another thing I could possibly add to my list, and it was, because when you eat this way, you almost get to where you're like, dang, am I, this is really a small list of things that I'm getting to pick from. So yeah, it was to add variety, and I cut it out, and that's okay. I'm gonna add variety to my life in a different way. I'm going to add variety in the books that I read and the music that I listen to. And I'm going to add variety in what I do during the day, during my free time. And I get to pick and choose what I do, and I'm not controlled by food anymore the way I used to be. I used to be consumed with constant, I'm starving, then I ate, then I regret it, now I'm gonna gain weight, I feel so guilty, oh, there's another party today, I'm gonna go ahead and just eat whatever I want, diet starts Monday. All that crap is gone from my life since going carnivore. And I truly believe that by eating very simply, it has simplified my life to the point of I have so much more brain space, so much more energy to devote to other things that matter more to me than food. Yeah. So wash, rinse, repeat. It's like I literally get up and I have my big glass of water, and I have maybe an electrolyte drink if I feel like I need it. And then I'll wait until like 9 or 10 to have my first meal, and it's always the same thing. It's a pound of grass-fed ground beef, about 6 eggs, mostly yolk, and like 6 pats of butter. And I will be full until at least 2 to 3 p.m. And then I will have my second meal, my second and final meal, actually. And the second and final meal is typically roast or steak and shrimp. And I love it. I don't get sick of it. I know that sounds probably really crazy to most people. No, you don't get sick of it. You don't get bored of it. In fact, you crave that. And it's not the same as craving pizza and like cookies and ice cream. It's a totally different feeling. I don't know how to explain it to somebody that's not carnivore, but what I will tell you is, and I'm sure other people out there can relate that are carnivore or keto, when you cut out the processed food you like break this crazy addiction that you didn't even know you had. And you start to realize, like, damn, all I used to do was think about where my next meal was coming from. And that's kind of crazy to think. I don't think that way anymore. Now I know. And in fact, I'll look ahead for the week and be like, do I have enough ground beef? Do I have enough of this? And I'll go ahead and lay it out if it's frozen. Because I do a lot of, I buy in bulk at Sam's, and then I freeze a lot of things and then just pull them out the night before I know I'm going to cook them. And it's ready to go in the morning, and I can just, make it that way. But I will say, if you do well, not having so many choices, which sounds kind of odd, but actually that's what really worked well for me, is if it's like, it's either this or this, pick. That helps me stay focused on other stuff, and I can just know, like, well, I'm only eating this or this. That's my two options. As opposed to when I ate the standard American diet, it was like, endless possibilities. Going to the grocery and picking out all these things for these recipes and trying new recipes. And it was pretty much like the whole day was dedicated to eating. And I feel like going carnivore has completely changed that part of my life too. My whole day is not spent eating and cooking and going out to eat and feeling sick afterwards and missing out on activities and things because I'm sick. So I highly recommend it, especially if you do well with just having a very simple plan, because this is about as simple as it gets. And it kind of reminds me of the triple B&E challenge, beef, butter, bacon, eggs. And people go, well, what about bananas? No! Beef, butter, bacon, eggs. That's it. And it's like, well, what about waffles? No! Keep it simple, okay? Just keep it simple, and it'll work out for you. So, I hope that this video helped you guys in some way. If it did, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. Do you enjoy eating a very simplified meal plan? Has it helped you to break your food addiction and focus on the more important things in life? I bet it has. I will talk to you guys in the next video.